there's so many things that so many of you are building and so many of you are investing in that are so critical to our national economic security that I think that's probably the biggest change.
Right now, somewhere in the world, a government intelligence agency is almost certainly copying encrypted internet traffic it cannot read. Emails, bank records, military communications. They can't break the encryption, not yet, but they're saving it anyway, betting on a piece of hardware that doesn't fully exist yet, but that multiple governments now believe is coming within the next decade. A quantum computer powerful enough to unlock all of it at once. Security researchers have a name for this strategy: harvest now, decrypt later. And in 2026, the quiet panic around it just turned into government deadlines, emergency summits, and a race to rebuild the locks on the entire internet before the vault gets cracked open. This is the story of a security clock counting down that almost nobody outside government and cybersecurity circles even knows is running. Almost everything that keeps your data private online, your banking app, your messages, government communications, relies on encryption built on math problems that are, for a normal computer, essentially impossible to solve. Factoring enormous numbers, that's what protects it. A powerful enough quantum computer changes that math completely. Using an algorithm developed back in the 1990s called Shor's algorithm, a sufficiently advanced quantum machine could unravel that same problem in a fraction of the time. Here's the part that makes this urgent today. Not in 10 years. An attacker doesn't need that quantum computer to already exist. They just need to record your encrypted traffic now, store it cheaply, and wait. The recording is the attack. The quantum computer is just the delayed final step. US cybersecurity agencies have publicly warned, in carefully hedged language, that this collection may already be underway, not a prediction, a live, ongoing risk to any data that needs to stay secret for years to come. For years, the working assumption was that a quantum computer capable of actually breaking today's encryption was decades away. Something to worry about eventually, not urgently. That assumption just changed. Between May 2025 and March 2026, 3 separate research papers cut the estimated quantum computing power needed to break standard RSA encryption dramatically, from roughly 20 million qubits down to under 1 million, with some newer architectures suggesting the number could be as low as 100,000. Security experts still disagree on the exact date this becomes practical. Estimates range from as early as 2030 to the mid-2030s. But the range itself has been shrinking fast, and in an arithmetic sense, that's exactly the wrong direction for anyone with data that needs to stay secret for a long time. There's actually a simple way security researchers frame the real deadline. It isn't the day quantum computers arrive, it's a race between 3 numbers: how long your data needs to stay secret, how long it takes you to switch to quantum-safe encryption, and how long until quantum computers can break the old encryption. If the first 2 numbers add up to more than the third, you've already lost, even if that loss doesn't become visible for years. Governments aren't waiting to find out who's right. In August 2024, the US National Institute of Standards and Technology finalized the first official post-quantum encryption standards, with a 4th expected later in 2026. The NSA has mandated that all new national security systems adopt quantum-safe encryption by 2027, and federal agencies broadly face a 2030 deadline to phase out vulnerable algorithms entirely. Big tech is already moving. Apple quietly rebuilt iMessage's encryption around post-quantum cryptography. Google has committed to rolling out similar protection across Android, but the migration is proving messier than the deadline suggests. Security researchers have identified what they're calling a signature gap. Many organizations have upgraded their encryption keys to be quantum safe, but they're still verifying identity using old-fashioned quantum-vulnerable digital certificates, meaning the data itself might be locked with a new lock, while the ID checked at the door can still be forged. And a hard procurement deadline is landing before any of this fully resolves. The certification standard federal vendors currently rely on expires on September 21, 2026, while fully validated post-quantum replacements remain roughly a year to 18 months away for most vendors. A real gap happening in real time this year. None of this resolves quickly. Full cryptographic migration for a large organization is estimated to take 5 to 15 years. And that clock started only recently for most of the world, even though the quiet data harvesting clock may have already been running for years before that, which means the real story here isn't a single dramatic hacking event. It's a slow-motion race that's already underway, mostly invisible, being fought over data that was stolen years ago and won't matter until the day it suddenly does. Whatever data has already been harvested and stored can't be unstolen once the technology catches up. The only real defense left is making sure whatever gets encrypted starting today can survive the wait. Every era of technology has had a moment where the rules everyone trusted quietly stopped working. This might be that moment for the internet's entire idea of privacy. And the strange part is, it may have already started years before anyone notices. We'll be watching this deadline as it gets closer. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.